Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We go! 90 Wolf! You draw quarters!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cook. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, high 7.
Right there, 54, right there. Go.
Back to throw. Street. He's got his man. That's Hardman. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Trickstone, grab it. Go, go.
Throwing after the interception. Street. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Looking to throw. Street. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman, 83 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Now.
Throwing on first down. Charles. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cook running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Set. And two, sir. Hey, exit.
To throw on third down. Street. Throws right side, and that's complete. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And
that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Back to throw. Street. He completes it to Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mike 54. Touchdown defense.
To throw on second down. Street. And this is Cook with a grab. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Street. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, look.
General West. Look, squeeze.
Check.
Speed grip.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Too strong out here. Too big for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta.
94 is the mark. We ain't giving up nothing today.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Too little, Cap. 94 is the mark.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Charles. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
60-or.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Yep.
Motion.
Hey, wahoo. Snap.
On 3rd down, Charles gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
That's good for a false
Set 18 Gator. Recon 132 fighter.
40-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, Sam R. Fight.
Off play action. Charles. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Leo.
Now Saquon Barkley. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Snap. Hey.
94 is the mark. Bring it.
Yes.
94 is the mark.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, Alpha.
54. Mike, 54.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wheeler.
Number 86. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Rock it.
Under crunch. Say.
Go.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Charles. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
94 is the mic. Check Mike.
Go.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Let's go.
Back to throw. Charles. Going up top. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On 1st and 10, Street taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Nicole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Hey.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Looking to throw. Charles. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On second down, here's Barkley. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Ready. 70, Indy.
94 is the mic.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 37. Check 37.
6-6, pull it hard.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
In your face. Check 52.
To throw on third down. Charles buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
Ready, set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready,
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check safety, check safety.
Go.
From the gun, Charles. That is incomplete.
Charles pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Charles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Yep.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hey, Charlie.
First down and go to go.
94 is the mark. 65, 65, 65. Big air, big air, big air.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Redskins' 10-yard line.
Ready,
They'll
ready.
go again here from the 10-yard line on
61.
second and goal.
Lights.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Go, go. Now.
Second and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Ready.
Big play
60
coming up.
ball.
Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Hey, orbit. Nice.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start the drive with Cook. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up into 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Switch.
Ready, ready.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Look, squeeze. Yes. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Charles. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
Ready up.
Check. Watch 54.
Come on, D. Hey, exit. Complete grip.
Looking to throw on second down. Street throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wheeler. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback. Quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
On the double.
Right there. 54 Mike.
80 weapons. Snap.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a give right side. Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Street being chased out left. That'll be complete to Cook. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the 2nd down throw on target. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Go. Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Charles. And that will be incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
To throw on 2nd down. Street. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Street. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Showing that.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch, twist.
X3, 218, chopper. Fire.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Charles. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Throwing again. Charles. Flushed out right. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
Hey. Look at me, zipper.
Right. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Charles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Yo, faster.
I'm coming up here.
To throw again, Charles. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Let's go.
Now a give, right side. It's Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Redskins, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.